It seems that our wonderful Burkina Faso is taking a precaution from what happened in Mali. Yesterday, we reported that an artificially created fuel crisis is troubling Mali, but the ministry said that this is all linked to the sponsors of the terrorists, in which they have already called out names previously who is sponsoring the terrorists, including Ukraine, France, and others, their allies. It seems that our wonderful Burkina Faso is taking a precaution from what happened in Mali. Yesterday, we reported that an artificially created fuel crisis is troubling Mali, but the ministry said that this is all linked to the sponsors of the terrorists, in which they have already called out names previously who is sponsoring the terrorists, including Ukraine, France, and others, their allies. Now, what did Burkina Faso do in terms of this, taking a precaution? Look, Burkina Faso it has mandated CCTV at fuel station to combat terror financing. Okay, now the terrorists in the Sahel region usually obtain fuel in various ways. Here is the news that came out from the Faso government, and here is what it is. Look, in a move to disrupt armed groups, the government will require all fuel stations to install video surveillance systems starting from 1st January 2026. A government decree issued on 7 November mandates that security camera footage must be retained for at least 2 months with strict compliance checks to be enforced by authorities. The measure aims to cut off fuel supplies to terrorists. Now, Security Minister Mahamadou Sana, he cited that despite sector cooperation, fraudulent practices and negligence continue to indirectly facilitate terrorist resupply operations. Okay, now Burkina Faso, as I said, is taking a precaution. This is really good. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a deeper information on this one. What will this CCTV also do in terms of fighting back terrorism? Look now, what this does is for Burkina Faso. Look, installing CCTV in gas station to combat terrorism by preventing armed groups from obtaining fuel. Okay, now that's a fact. The government is also implementing a broader national surveillance system to deter crime, enhance security, and improve response times to security threats, as gas stations are potential targets or sources to illicit funding for terrorist organizations. Okay, they are taking their precautions. So what does it will do? Okay, they have the CCTV. Now, what will the government gain by this? Like enumerating this 1, 2, 3, what does it look like? Here is the thing that I want to share with you. Look, number one, it is to disrupt terrorist financing. How? The primary reason to prevent armed groups from getting fuel, which could then be used to finance their operations. Number two, to deter criminal activity. The surveillance system is part of a wider national effort to enhance security by making it easier for security agencies to monitor and deter criminal activities throughout the country. Now, number three, it is to aid in crime solving. The CCTV footage will help authorities trace criminals and activities. It trace the criminals and improve the response time to crisis. It also makes it vital tool for security forces. Number four, and the last one, is it's to comply with government orders. The Ministry of Security has ordered all gas stations to install these systems by January 1st, 2026, and requires that the footage to be stored for at least 2 months, so they cannot delete it. They have to comply with this order from the government. I think that's it. You have to act when you see something, a fire in your neighbor country. You have to take a lesson and take your measures. Besides, they exchange information as well. It's a confederation, and the Sahel states exchange intels amongst each other, and this is exactly now, accordingly, this is what Burkina Faso wants to do. Well, let us know in the comment section, what do you think of this next step by Burkina Faso that will help, the response time and tracing criminals, also terrorists who are using gas stations to refuel or to resupply themselves with fuel. Your thoughts are important. Please comment in the comment section below. So that was it for now. Bye bye. It seems that